Undoubtedly, you've heard a lot about the heat. You can't escape it. It's summertime, and with temperatures heading back into the 90s just in a couple of days, having a well-running cooling system in your home can make a world of difference when it comes to comfort. But do you know what you need to be doing to make sure it's in perfect working order, or how often your system should be serviced? Now, Marble Life's Brian Smiro's got all the information you need to know from Coldmaster Refrigeration Service in Preston. Take a look.
It's simple. In the summer, you want to keep your home cool. In the winter, you want to keep it warm. To make sure that happens, we got some advice from Joe Schoonover, owner of Coldmaster Refrigeration Service in Preston.
We covered all the bases of HVAC and refrigeration, from, your residential to your heavy commercial.
He opened the business back in 1995. So what do you need to know? Joe's first tip: have an eye for cleanliness.
Believe it or not, one of our biggest jobs is cleaning. Keeping the indoor unit clean, keeping the outdoor unit clean, so that we can have the heat transfer work so that everybody's comfortable in the house.
So where should people be looking to see if the unit is dirty or not?
On your outdoor unit, you want to look at the cool surface from top to bottom and also all the way around. A lot of times dirt builds up on the back, and when you just look at it from the front, as you're passing by, you might not actually see the dirt. And on the back side, it would be very dirty, and this is a perfect case of that.
Joe used a special solution to get all the dirt off, then rinsed it all away. It may look easy, but Joe says homeowners, be cautious. Since you're dealing with electrical components, spraying the outdoor system down could cause serious damage. Case in point, leave the cleaning to the professionals.
If everything's clean, then you're getting shorter run times. Everything's working as designed by the manufacturer, and you get lower electricity usage, and it all translates into lower utility bill.
Tip number 2, make sure your system has the proper refrigerant charge. That's where you call in the expert.
Every single unit has a specific charge of refrigerant that's required by the manufacturer for proper operation. So as part of our routine maintenance, we're checking that refrigerant level to make sure that it's correct. Now, if we find a shortage, then obviously you have a leak somewhere. Refrigerant doesn't go bad, it doesn't wear out. It stays in that system forever and works forever as long as there's no leaks. So if you have a loss of refrigerant charge, then we need to find a leak and get it fixed.
Tip number 3, get maintenance done in the spring or fall ahead of the weather changes. This will ensure you won't be left in an uncomfortable climate during the summer or winter. It's
a lot easier for us as a company to respond to customers during those slow times, get all those problems fixed, and get them out of the way so when the heat does hit, they don't have any problems.
Tip number 4 involves air filters. Some are better than others.
We like to install on our systems is a real thick media filter. It's 4 to 5 inches thick, has a lot of surface area. So in your typical average house, they usually last about a year. Only have to change them about once a year.
Having a good quality clean filter will ensure better air quality in your home.
This actually hasn't been changed in about a year, and it's actually due. But you can see the dirt on the surface there, and you can see where none of it's coming through the outlet side of the filter.
And if you do see dirt and debris coming through the outlet side, you know it's time for a new one. Tip number 5, having someone like Joe come out and do routine maintenance, especially before the peak seasons.
We're checking electrical connections. We're making sure the coils are clean, cleaning them if necessary. We're looking for those lingering problems that might be creeping up, that are going to get you down the road.
And as we head into the summer season, Joe says there's ways to notice if your system has something wrong with it.
If you get a really hot day and it feels kind of muggy, and the system's been working okay up until this point, and then all of a sudden it's feeling like kind of muggy in the house, that would be a sign of a problem. If you see any ice on the refrigeration lines outside between the house and the outside unit, that's definitely an indicator of either a very dirty coil and air filter or a low charge condition.
Simple tips that, if taken seriously, won't cause you any unnecessary headaches.
Well, there they are, the 5 things that you need to know, and it's going to be, well, obviously it's been a nice day already today, but it's going to get warmer as the week goes on. The temperature's going up, humidity goes up, so you want to take care of those 5 things for sure. Also, Joe from Coldmaster Refrigeration told Brian that your heating and cooling system needs to be cleaned about once a year. Up next on Delmarva Life, you know, a lot of us have hectic schedules. We just don't have time to sit and soak in the tub. Well, you know, you can turn that tub into a beautiful shower. Our next guests tell us why that might be the smartest and safest thing you've ever done, the best option for you. Delmarva Life, life at its best, here on Delmarva.